Everybody knows that Wike is still a member of the PDP. So how come do you expect a member of the APC to be reporting to such person? So the president attempt to try to, undermine our multi-party and multiplicity of our political party participation is going to have a long-term effect on party politics in Nigeria. His attempt to try to play to all sides without alienating anyone so that he can, have the benefit of Fubara being an Ijaw man and the voters of Ijaw, and then have Wike with his own supporters and political base, is not doing anybody good, and also affects the federal system that we are practicing, because the federal overreach we further make other governors, and that's why you find out this drove of governors moving into the APC because there's so much entrenched interest coming from the presidency, in trying to, put hand into the affairs of state, whether politically, economically, and otherwise. So it is not good for our democracy. It is undermining the independence of the state assembly. It is weakening the executive authority of the state, and it will further have a long-term effect on our political progress if we continue to allow the president to use federal might, to resolve issues that could be resolved constitutionally. I asked the question: why didn't the president intervene when the status of assembly were calling for impeachment against Fubara? Why didn't he intervene when they sent their notice of impeachment to the Chief Justice of the state? Why didn't he intervene when they sat to try to continue the process? He only intervened after he found out that there's an obstacle to that impeachment. That obstacle came through a court judgment that was delivered in Rivers State and was served on the chief judge of the state. He only intervened when he discovered that the chief judge said he would be honoring the judgment that restricted him from not setting up panel as enshrined in our constitution as a procedure to continue this impeachment procedure. Because with that judgment and with the statement coming from the chief judge of the state, a spanner has been thrown to the wheel of the decision of the State Assembly to proceed with the impeachment. So the president intervening is just a cosmetic arrangement to be able to show that they have not been defeated. Because if that proceeding was allowed to go on by the chief judge, I think the president would have kept silent, because with 26 members of the House of Assembly, supporting impeachment, Fubara and his deputy would have been a goner today.